Okay, so first thing for gift wrapping is you need your gift. This is going to be a basic wrapping for a square rectangle gift. Something with sharp edges, good corners. Super simple. First step. You need a flat surface. I prefer the floor, but as per I don't have one, I've made a kind of flat surface on my bed. I'm using a box, so please excuse that when you see it. You can't see it yet. Then you need wrapping paper, tape, and very important, scissors. Okay, since my cat's in the way, I have to move him first. But what we're going to do is we're going to start by getting our paper out. This is cheap dollar store paper, so it's very thin. But this one has little grids on the inside, which is nice, but it's so thin, it's easily ripped, which is not good, but usable. Okay, so let me get Maverick out of the way. Come here, my big old fluff ball. Now, we're going to start by rolling out the paper. Here, let me get this over here and flip. Okay, so starting with rolling out the paper and taking the gift, whatever it may be, and putting it on the paper. Now, the first thing is you line up this first edge. This first edge does not need to go past the height of the box. So you just move it to here. Then, I only have one hand, so we're going to excuse the bad video. Okay, then we're going to go this way. Sorry about that. And cover it. And now, this part just has to go right to your edge. So right where it touches, again, that is where you want it to be. So then you're just going to cut about 1 inch over from that point. Okay, so sorry about that. Maverick hit something and I had to start over. Okay, so 1 inch over from this point is where we're going to cut, and we are going to move the gift all the way over to the end as a guide. And we're going to try not to cut anything we don't want to cut. Whoops, it might help if I keep the video where you can see it. So cutting, obviously, simple, right? Everybody can cut. Okay, now, here's where we measure. Okay, so, sorry, we're going to cut, because we rolled it this way to cover our package, we only need this width of our box for our length. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide it over. We're going to go up 1 point here, the width of the whole box, and then the next height. So we just lift the box around to where you get it. Almost exact. And you just a little extra, because a little extra is good, a lot extra is not good. Sorry, again, a cat. Okay, sorry about that. Maverick was getting in the way, so I just went ahead and cut that off. And all I did was cut, like I said, the side of the box, the whole length, and then the other side, because we're going across. And that's all you need, is just enough to cover your box. So then you're going to place your gift in the middle of the whole thing. And this is where it helps to have extra hands. And since I don't have any, we're going to, oh, I have brand new tape too, so I have to dig that out. It's really hard to hold the phone and do this at the same time. And my phone has to be plugged in, and I have no clue where all of my little tripods are because, you know, my life is not the way it has been. So I don't know where anything is. Okay, so small piece of tape. You bring up to the center of the box, and you're just going to stick a piece of tape on there, like so. Then you push the box over just a little bit so it's nice and tight without going crazy. We don't do it too hard, just a tad. And then you're going to grab the other side and bring it up. I like to fold this in just a smidgen. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so what I mean by fold in just a little bit is just pull like a little bit. It adds a little extra, especially for thin paper. It's a little extra thickness right here, so it's less likely to tear. So another piece of tape, and you're gonna just grab this over here and bring it, and then stick a little piece on, just like so. And now you only have like this little bit on each side, and that's perfect because you don't want a lot of extra. The ends get all crazy when you have a lot of extra. So if you have a lot of extra, this is where you can cut it off. And how do you find out if you have too much wrapping paper or not? Is you bring these two pieces together, and where they touch, that's all you really need. So as long as they touch, I could cut this whole section from here off all the way down. I'm not going to, because I'm going to show you how to do it without doing that. But if it's really long, like if it was like out to like here, you're going to want to cut that off, because no matter what, that's too much paper. So the traditional wrapping is you go down right here, and then you fold in your corners. We're going to do it this way because it's better, and you don't have to cut as much. So you're going to fold in just like this. You're going to bring this all the way flat and fold the bottom first, and then you're going to bring it all the way to the top and fold that. So you have this piece here will be flat against the box, and you're going to do that on both sides. So you're just going to go just like so, and then you're going to do the same thing right there. And now the part up here is going to just go down. And now I need tape so I can hold everything in place so you can see what's happening. And I'm sorry the video is bouncing, but I only have so much space. Sorry about the stuff in the way again. And Brianna can show you this because Brianna is really good, but you probably just don't want her to see, and that's understandable. So you're going to put the tape right here on this corner. I use the top one. This, not the bottom one, the top one. And then you're going to see why. We're going to push that down, and that's going to hold all of that together. Now here, if you want to, depending on how big the box is, if you want to add another piece of tape right here, you certainly can, but you don't have to. And now we're going to fold this little bit here in just like the other part. That little bit. We're going to fold that. This is not straight, and I'm sorry, but this is where you can take your time and make it straight, or you can do it one-handed like me. And then you're going to pull this up right here, and you're going to put tape here and tape here. So hold on one second, and I will put tape on. Okay, so there's one piece of tape. See, this part hasn't been taped yet, and you can see. So just one more piece of tape right here on this little corner, and this side is done. And I like to stick it on there, and you can lift that tape and pull it tight. It helps pull it nice and tight so it's not too loose. And if you don't like it, if it's too loose, this is where you can pick up the package, put it on the end, and let it fall down into the package. So if you haven't taped inside onto the package itself, onto the gift itself, it will slide around and you could totally take it out. But I usually tape it just because it's easier. So we're going to do the same thing with these corners. And you can do this standing up too. So this is another angle so you can see it. So you're going to just do that right here. And then you're going to flip it around the other way and do the same thing. So you're just going to push that down and slide that up. Same way. And then you can lay these down. And again, these are long, but that's okay because of the way we're wrapping it. It doesn't matter. So again, have to tape, so please hold. Yeah. You heard me go lap. My tapes got stuck right here, and so I pulled some of the tape, some of the paint, the stuff off. So now it's over here on my tape. Bummer, but that's okay. Nobody's gonna notice. So then you're gonna fold this again and try to do it nice and neat. Folding is important because it makes that edge thicker, so it's less likely to tear, especially like with my cheap paper. But you guys probably have better paper, but this one's very cheap. And then we're going to tape that end again. And then another piece right here on this end. And you have a wrapped box. Now, or like where this is buckled a little bit, you can put more tape right there. Just put another little piece. And then that's taken care of. You can do big pieces, little pieces. Smaller pieces are better. It's better to do a little small piece than a humongous piece because then it's just a mess. And that is how you wrap a rectangle gift. I will also show you how to wrap an odd shaped gift like this. And where's my other one? I bought another one. Where'd it go? Well, I lost it. As soon as I find it, I'll show it to you. Oh, I think I found it. Here's the other thing. Socks. Weird shape stuff. I can show you how to do that too. So, give me a minute and I'll show you.